Today we're gonna be making something that's pretty, I think, interesting and easy to make, but we're testing it for the first time. So today is actually the very first episode that I'm calling Barfly R&D, which we do some research and development on stuff that we just found on the internet. We're making it for the first time. We're learning together. Today we're gonna be making egg white foamer, but like a vegan alternative egg white foamer. Every single time we make cocktails with egg whites, people are like, how do I do this but not use egg whites? I guess you could use aquafaba. That's one of the vegan ways to put really nice thick foam into your cocktails. That being said, aquafaba has a flavor profile. It's got this nutty flavor profile, which works really well for barrel-aged spirits, but like cleaner spirits like gin, I don't think it works that well because you get this nutty flavor, and a lot of those like gin cocktails, especially like the gin sour cocktails, are really nice and sharp, and you don't want to dull the edges of the flavor profile. You want to keep that as sharp as possible. So we're gonna be using chemicals to do this today. I know that some of you guys are a little chemical shy. I personally am not chemical shy. We're gonna be using xanthan gum, which we've used plenty of times on this channel when we were like thickening up blended tiki drinks. And then we're gonna be using this methyl cellulose, which Marius looked up what it is, and it is so freaking complicated and scientific. I'm not gonna put my foot in my mouth and tell you. You can just look it up on Dr. Google, or Professor Google for that matter. And then we're gonna be using a drug scale. We need something that is a little bit more sensitive and can do smaller amounts because we are cutting the recipe in half. I'm pretty sure this recipe will scale though. I think you can scale it down. Not all recipes, it's not true. Recipes are easy to scale down, but some ingredients don't scale. Marius doesn't believe me, but some concentrated ingredients like bitters and things don't really scale the same way that like cutting lime juice in half would. We'll keep that in mind. Hopefully this works. There is one challenge with this, is that these powders make a viscous solution, and it's gonna be kind of hard to dissolve it. We're gonna try and do it by hand, because I have tried to do it with a magnetic stir and it didn't work that well. And then we did it in a blender, and that also did not work very well. So here we go. We got our scale. It's tarred. I almost said it's tarred, but what I meant to say is it's tared. So we're gonna take this methyl cellulose and we're gonna measure out 10 grams. 10 grams of methyl cellulose is a lot, but luckily it's not super expensive. And then we're gonna do 1 gram of our xanthan gum here.
It flows.
That was like literally one all-in-one. That was like right on the money.
It seems so smooth. It just like flows out like water, the powder.
Yeah, well, it's very, very fine dust. I guess we'll just do this like slowly. Combine.
Well, I think yeah.
But look, I'm already agitating it into bubbles, dude. Like, look, this obviously works. Like, this works as a foamer. The question is, like, at what cost? Because the thing is that, like, if you blend it in a blender, which is the most, economical way to do things. Here, I'll just bring it out. I mean, if you blend it in a blender, like, yeah, like we made foam. Like, and it's really nice, thick, rich, luscious foam. Like, I'm excited about this foam. The question is, like, do you just use it in a cocktail as foam like this? I thought that maybe if we let it sit, it would settle. It would just like settle into liquid.
It's gonna take a while, I think.
It might take a while.
But yeah, I guess
it might take a while, but we might have to like shoot a part B of this, or we might have to just like wait and finish the video when this is completely done. But I feel like the most successful way that this gets done is in a blender. That's the only way people are gonna do this. Nobody's gonna sit here and do this like I'm doing it. Like, nobody at home. They're gonna be like, no fucking way. I'm not buying $14 worth of ingredients, putting it into these ratios in a thing, and then sitting there and stirring for 40 minutes. Like,
yeah, no,
because like this is not, it's like, it turns into like a jelly, like a gelatin. But I also feel like, should we just try like a half an ounce of this like this one in a cocktail?
Yeah, but
like
just
anyway? Just like make a whiskey sour and see what happens?
And just add foam to it?
Well, I think you just add like a half an ounce or 3/4 of an ounce of this to it, right, and then just shake it, because I'm sure that it will agitate and foam more. But I'm also thinking, like, if it takes this long to dissipate, that is gonna be some foam that is stable as like, it's not going to dissipate the way that egg white foam dissipates in just a few minutes. It's gonna stay like that. I also kind of wonder if we just like put this in the magnetic stir and just let it go forever. Because the problem with this is that this hydrates and then it turns into that. it hydrates before it fully dissolves. But I wonder if we just put this in a magnetic stir and just let it go, if it would just eventually just dissipate.
Maybe.
Because honestly, dude, you know what? I think that this is, like, does it all need to dissolve? Can we just filter this out into something through a mesh strainer and use it in a cocktail and see what happens?
Yeah, but like what is in the liquid? Is it mostly xanthan gum? Or is there also some of the other stuff?
The methyl cellulose? Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, dude, just agitating it is foaming it already, so it will foam. I kind of feel like this is what I want to do. Not I kind of feel like, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to filter out some of this and just use, we're just going to test it a bunch of different ways. Like, that's what we want. Yeah, see, it turns into like sludge. I don't even know if that will dissolve, but maybe this is the way to do it, man. Maybe you just like do this. I'm gonna add the rest of the water because I feel like more water will help it dissolve more. I don't know if that is like a smart thing to think. Maybe I'm very, very stupid, but. Because this is like super concentrated.
But yeah, but what? Super concentrated what? Xanthan gum?
Well, if it foams, then I feel like what we do is we just like up the ratios a little bit and then make a concentrated thing and then just filter out this bullshit that won't, like, why would this be a terrible happenstance if you just had to, you know, just like filter it like this and then you have something that works. Like, if it works, it works, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I also feel like if we add, like, I feel like, honestly, Marius, me stirring it with a spoon is absolutely no different than using the magnetic stir. So why don't we take the magnetic stir and...
It's behind you in the cabinets below.
Oh, you put it away?
Not that one. It's the next one, I think.
You put it completely away? Also, I don't know what I did with the other stir stick, so I'm glad we have more than that. It might actually be in the drain. Hope not. This is even thicker than this. I think this will work though. It's weird. Like, it's almost like there's like a film on top and it moves like a disc. All right, let's try this in a cocktail. I probably should have watched a Kevin Coase video. I guarantee he's probably used this and done this and probably has an episode on it. So 3/4 ounce of lemon juice. In case you guys forgot how to make a whiskey sour, might as well call it out, right? Just got 2-to-1 simple. We're gonna have to make some simple syrup, but I'll just do 1/2 ounce of 2-to-1 simple. Let's use apple pie spice, the winter spice. Pears, apples, cinnamon, cardamom, allspice, and a little bit of anise in some unaged Applejack. Really good, but you can also put it in whiskey too, and it'd be amazing as well. It smells just like apple pie. All right, so what are we thinking? We're thinking 1/2 ounce of the methyl cellulose foamer. All right, let's try it out. Did you see that? It plopped in like slime. All right. What do you think is going to happen?
Well, I think it's gonna...
I'm actually not going to use a frosted glass because...
it's going to be thick and it's going to foam a little, but not crazy. Because I think it's mostly xanthan gum.
You think it's mostly xanthan gum?
Yeah.
It's not mostly xanthan gum.
No, but I think that's
you think that the other stuff clumped up more than the xanthan gum did. Well, I mean, that stands to reason because there was 10 times the amount of the other stuff.
So I think what made it viscous is the xanthan gum. And
so
that's
you think this isn't going to foam?
I think it's going to foam a little bit, yeah.
All right, let's try it out. I didn't dry shake it or anything. I'm just doing it with ice. Let's go. Here, I'll reverse dry shake it. I guess I could have just done that at like a very slow rate. Now the test though, we got to do the bitters test. Like How stable is this foam? It's actually a little more in here.
It looks very thin to me.
It does look thin, yeah. That's why we're gonna try. Well, I mean, it does hold the bitters. It doesn't hold as well as egg white, but I mean, that's a pretty impressive result, dude. Don't you think? It looks just like an egg white sour.
Yeah.
You don't think so?
It's just very thin. The layer of foam is very thin.
Well, let's try this again. Hold on.
Oh, let's try it. Taste it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Tastes like an apple pie, old fashioned. Sorry, an apple pie sour. Yeah, you're right. It like dissipated quickly. But I just wonder now that we've dissolved more, because now it's like mostly dissolved. Yeah, I mean a lot more than it was. There's a lot less in there than there was.
And even if you get little clumps, I guess you're going to strain it out anyway. So
you think that, okay, let's try it with this then. Like as is with the clumps and everything.
Yeah, I mean try and avoid getting clumps, but if
I mean this time I'm gonna do like a proper dry shake and whatever, and then we'll use a double strainer and we'll strain it, and then see what happens. I gotta say, it lacks the lusciousness of egg white, but I think it is a good alternative for someone that does not like eat eggs, you know what I mean? But for me, and then not only that, also, it's not 100% tasteless. There is like a little aftertaste to it, tiny bit. Almost barely detectable. But this is just proving my point that like egg whites are best, period. Hands down, nothing can replace egg white. Here, I'll go fat half. Good old shake.
Even that looks pretty flimsy foam.
Yeah, it's definitely not as luscious, that's for sure. I gotta say that the foam structure is definitely like the bubble structure is tighter, and it is more stable. Like if you look at it, the bitters are like, basically it looks the same way as when you do it with egg white on these bitters. See what I mean? Like the structure is better. Definitely you need that higher ratio.
Let's taste it. See.
Well, it's gonna taste the same. Yeah, it's a little thicker. I think that this foam is holding up better, and it looks a lot more like egg white to me. Like if you look at the top, see how they're dissipating? So yeah, you were right. The other one didn't have enough methyl cellulose in it. I also realized that the way to do this is with the magnetic stirrer, because if you just sit it and you're patient, and not just like, you know, letting your ADHD just completely get the better of you, and you just like let it sit, it is eventually, you know, slowly but surely melding into it. But as we can see here, you definitely should not. That's funny because the recipe that I actually found and then started looking at was like put it in a blender.
Well,
don't put it in a blender.
You want to try and make it?
What?
With this
this
foam? Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna be good, man.
Can you even pour it?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's pourable, but not great. Oh.
I don't know. You want to try it? See what happens?
I mean, yeah, I feel like we're just wasting spirits, but sure. I mean, I guess it's for science, so.
Yeah.
It is for science, so. I think it's good in a pinch, like I really do. Like I think that like this is like a good alternative to egg. It is just as thick. I think that obviously you need to make it well and be patient, but if you can do that, then I think it's actually not terrible. It's not terrible. It's definitely not the same thing though, and it's not as good. I will say that. If you're a vegan and you want something that's very similar, I think this is like a really good alternative to that.
Ooh.
I just went a little bit heavier than half an ounce, like just like a fat half, because I was thinking that because it's agitated, there might like just by volume not be as much. So.
I agree. It's probably mostly air. That's probably mostly air.
Yeah, oh, there's a little piece of ice in there, but oh well. Yeah, it's mostly air, yeah, exactly. So figured I'd just go a little heavier on it, on the pour. better than the first thin one.
Yeah.
This actually might be the best one.
Yeah, it looks a little better. It looked.
Yeah, I just think that like maybe the powders are like mostly incorporated into it. Like, you know, this still has some chunks, but for the most part, it's getting there. Now I have to test how long it keeps. Basically, methyl cellulose is temperature sensitive.
Oh, really?
Yes. It has a gelling temperature. If you heat water above the gelling temperature, it will not gel. But you also want to rapidly cool it down. So I have very hot water here, which is definitely above the gelling temperature.
Yeah.
We're gonna dissolve it, but then we want to have some water on standby that's cold. So that what we do is we basically put the hot water, put in the powder, make it into a slurry, add a little more hot water, start to dissolve it, and then once it's dissolved, you cool it down with cold water. Okay, let's just, I don't know if everyone needs to see me measure this out again, but we're gonna have no methyl cellulose left at the end of this, and that's all right. So you wanna do methyl cellulose first, right?
Yeah, just because I think the xanthan was really gumming stuff up.
Methyl cellulose first. Little bit of water.
A little splash, yeah. Oh, yeah, like that, and make that into a paste.
Well, it's definitely a paste. Not enough to dissolve it though. Little at a time.
Yeah, just make sure you crush those clumps, the lumps, if there are some.
There are no clumps anymore. Honestly, I mean, like, this is a good method, but I don't know that it really actually needed it with the hot water. But I think the hot water just like, see, just sort of melts it anyway. But I don't feel any clumps in here at all now. Okay, should we add cold water? Hopefully it doesn't like, and now it seizes up. Thing is that like, oh, we didn't put the frickin' xanthan. I think that's the stuff that makes it thick, dude. This is looking pretty promising. It's only like, thing is that like, I don't know how much water I poured out, like, so what we didn't do, which was a very unscientific of us, is we did not measure the water because we put in the ratio for.
Yeah, well, empty out the beaker with hot water. Oh, yeah, just. If you empty the hot beaker and then you pour the liquid back in there, we will know how much liquid we have.
We should have put everything together.
No, I mean like you should pour the foaming liquid into the beaker and then we see how much liquid we have. And then
oh, and then yeah, that's
then
true.
We'll know how much water we're missing.
What we should have done though is we should have done all of the stuff together because now the xanthan is gelling.
Coming up.
Yeah, we should have did it all of it together. But I think we got the technique though down. But you see, like now that's all the xanthan gum. I wonder if I put more hot water in there, if I can just dissolve it.
Maybe it was.
I mean, it's pretty warm in there, so what?
Yeah, so the xanthan gum is causing.
Well, the methyl cellulose gels too, though. But this should have all gone in at the same time. Or what we should have done is put the xanthan in with the hot, like with a little hot water, and then done that, and then poured it in. But like, I'm not sure what the xanthan gum is doing in here. I feel like the methyl cellulose would foam up on its own anyway. So
yeah, I
the
guess
xanthan is an emulsifier. So
yeah, I guess it's just adding the egg white texture probably.
Oh, maybe. Okay, well that's how to do it. You use hot cold method. But I think we fucked this up in the end. Now we have a bunch of like xanthan gum just floating around in there. It's not powder on the inside though. Cool, that's how you do it. I don't know, should this be the thumbnail?
With all the whole mess.